Hey guys, so this is going to be a different one. A very interesting one as well. Tecno Phantom X, Infinix Note 7, Note 10, Infinix Note 10 Pro. Look, Charlie, let's just move on with today's video. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Wazz here again, and if you're new here, we basically do is smartphone overviews and tutorials as well as app reviews and tutorials, overviews looking at the specs on paper and theoretically how it's going to perform in the real life. Today's video, Phantom X versus the Infinix Note 10 Pro. Much of a premium device, the Phantom X, that's what people say. It has a lot of hype. I do not believe in the hype, and that is why I've made 3 comparison videos between the common X and, two common Tecno brands, as well as today's video, Infinix, and it's gonna be killing it. It's gonna be killing it. So, let's get into it, starting with the display. So the sizing though, 6.7 inches on the Phantom X and 6.95 on the Infinix Note 10 Pro. That's crazy. Infinix is just killing us with big displays. I mean, Note 10 Pro, Note 8, Note 7 all came with 6.95 inches display. Both devices have a 90 Hz maximum refresh rate, but the difference though is the fact that the Phantom X comes with a curved AMOLED display with an under display fingerprint scanner, but we have an LCD panel, flat LCD with a side mounted fingerprint scanner on the Infinix Note 10 Pro. Moving to the processor, we have a Helio G95 processor, 12 nanometer on both devices. It doesn't sound much of a premium device, does it, if it's coming with something a regular mid-ranger comes with. I mean, we expected a Dimensity processor, not because of the 5G, but because we have more enhancements, more speed, and faster process. It's not going to be 12 nanometer, but like we have the 12 nanometer Helio G95 on the Phantom X, 12 nanometer Helio G95 on the Infinix Note 10 Pro. CPU, GPU the same. I mean, look, I can't say much about this. It's basically the same processor. This starts to get crazy at the camera section. Let's just check it out. 50 megapixel main lens at the rear end of the Phantom X, a 13 megapixel telephoto with 2x optical zoom, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens. Shoots 4K at 30 frames per second. On the selfie end, we have a 48 megapixel main lens and an 8 megapixel ultra wide. Coming to the Infinix Note 10 Pro, we have a 64 megapixel main lens, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel depth, and a 2 megapixel monochrome or black and white. Shoots 4K at 30 frames per second, shoots 1080p at 30 frames per second. On the selfie end, we have a 16 megapixel, we have a 16 megapixel lens. And like I've always been saying, unless the Phantom X comes with some super software able to work out that 50 megapixel camera to perform way better, to give us more detail than this 64 megapixel on the Infinix Note 10 Pro, it's gonna suck. Its pictures are gonna be terrible compared to the 64 megapixel. I mean, even the 64 megapixel on the Infinix Note 10 Pro, 64 megapixel on the Common 17 Pro, Tecno Common 17 Pro, doesn't really amount to much. How much more, rather bringing it back down to 50. So, I mean, but we've always been saying on this channel that more megapixels doesn't actually equate to a better camera. But this is Infinix and Tecno. Even the 64, if you should give them 108 megapixel cameras, they still wouldn't perform as much as their competitors when it comes to the camera section. So yeah, it's gonna be a bad one for the camera of the Phantom X compared to the Infinix Note 10 Pro. Finally, the battery, the Phantom X comes with a 4700 milliamp hour battery with 33 watts fast charge, and the Infinix on the other hand comes with a 5000 milliamp hour battery with same 33 watt fast charge. So we have a bigger battery here with same fast charge on the Infinix Note 10 Pro. So I'd say, when it comes to battery and charging, Infinix is winning. When it comes to camera, I'd say they're winning as well. Processor is the same for both devices. Display, so the added benefit or the only upper hand I can see of the Tecno Phantom X over the Infinix Note 10 Pro is the fact that it has an AMOLED display, which, like I said, is going to be more battery efficient. You're going to get more vibrant colors, deep blacks, and all of that fun stuff that you expect from an AMOLED display compared to the LCD on the Infinix Note 10 Pro. So yes, AMOLED display, more durability, and that is it for your so-called premium device. $460 compared to $260 on the Infinix Note 10 Pro. There's like $200 more for an AMOLED display, and with another display fingerprint scanner and durability. It doesn't suck. It sucks for it to be much of a premium device. The hype is not worth it. And that is it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to get more videos like this. And before then, stay safe, peace out, and keep wearing a mask.